the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. And the Trojans will get us started with the opening kickoff. Let's see what he can do with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Cougars offense takes the field. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic.
Turning it on! Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's McGooligan. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass. Washington State going back to work on 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Right down the middle. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Takes the easy one to the back. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Gonna look downfield again. Snagged out of the air. He's gonna come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. That is no good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is. The Trojans offense will try to get something started with their first possession. When you look at the matchups in the passing game, you might think that this guy's going to be overmatched at corner, but I think he's really looking for the opportunity to prove that he can match up with one of the nation's best.
Yeah, and this receiver always wants the ball. He especially wants it, though, today, considering what he's up against. He told us coming into this game that he should be able to dominate and get a lot of looks. This defense is going to have to find ways creatively to get this guy matched up and covered. They're probably not going to be able to do it with just...
Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Use the play fake. Now to throw. It's complete to the right. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times, not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on when next down's coming up.
The Trojans kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's home.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Sanchez. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the 1st quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Looking for the goal line. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Touchdown, Trojan! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Off the play fake. He hurls one deep down the left side. Picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
I'll tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few 1st downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, it puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. Virginia Tech delivered maybe its most thorough thumping in years in a game that featured a ton of big plays, not unlike the way Logan Thomas, Tyrod Taylor, and the great Mike
breaks into the open. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. And the Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. Handoff to the single running back. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. They'll try to sneak it. He's brought down, but he's got enough to give Wazoo a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Now they're going to throw it. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He'll throw it. Makes the catch. It's Wilcox. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. Washington State sends out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll take it on the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Touchdown, Southern Cal! Special teams coming through, the 3rd aspect of the game, delivering big time. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
And that is one of the biggest plays of that young man's football life. The true freshman taking the punt to the house. If I'm the head coach and I watch that, I'm now trying to find ways to get this guy on the field offensively because he's got some special ability.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. It's a draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case. And there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Catch in the middle. It's Dorsey. They'll immediately call timeout. The Cougars will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Here comes the hit. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Finds his tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Washington State will have to boot it away. Remember, they took the last punt back for a touchdown. All the way back to the 15. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wide receiver comes in motion. Going to the ground. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Got a man, it's Hope. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Los Angeles. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. And with that, let's send it back to our men inside the world-famous L.A. Coliseum.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Cougars will boot it away to start the 2nd half. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And the Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Back to pass on 2nd down. A little release to the back. There to make the stop, and he is a weapon out of the backfield in the short passing game, and they've got a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He'll keep it himself. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Trojans line up to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They've got to get points on this drive before this thing gets out of hand. The throw. Fires to the big fella. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. Clock ticking away as we have 4 minutes left here in the 3rd. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Hauls it in. Pick up for 5. It'll be third down and 5. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Makes a move. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Burks. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
No good. After the missed field goal, hey, could be worse. They're still up by 21.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? Snagged in the middle. It's for Goodligan. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the air on first down. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Lost to throw again. Looking left. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs. They'll run the counter. Got the first down and more. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead, you want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
Caught close to the marker. It's Dorsett. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Send the tight end in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Caught over the middle. It's Sanchez. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. And the Trojans will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Sends it back in motion. The snap sets up to throw. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, USC! The lead gets bigger here in the 4th quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Washington State, 0.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Just a short pass to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving them some size and still making the play. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too. Wazoo headed to the line with another 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You've got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. And here's a fumble way behind the line. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougar!
And finally, man, this offense, they have struggled all day. They've been shut out all game. Finally put a drive together, got some points on the board, got some good mojo. Maybe they can take this into next week. I know it's been a bad day, but sometimes these type of things can carry over.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Hand off from the shotgun. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance.
There he goes. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Line gets set. 1st down. They're going to ride this running back.
Well, it's clear the coaching staff had a little conversation before this drive, and they said, we have got to run the football. All 4 plays of this drive so far have been runs, and they're taking a bit of an attitude shift here. They want to be physical, and they want to pound the defense into submission.
The Trojans pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Fires into the end zone. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much-appreciated lifeline. And the defense is just about out of room to defend. They are backed up right on the doorstep. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Touchdown, Trojans! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins. And And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Two teams inside the Big 12 squaring off today, and it's now a final. Here's a quick recap. TCU looked less like a pack of frogs and more like a group of road warriors in a solid victory. This team almost always plays tough in front of its home fans, and today they found a way outside of Carter Stadium.
He'll do it himself.
This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their